Today we're talking about the Vortex V12 fin by Oceanic. Now the Vortex V12 fin is a split fin, so let's talk about the differences between those and blades. Blades are probably what you're most traditionally familiar with. With blade fins, you can get them in the full foot, you can get them also in the open heel, same with split fins, but they do work differently. For instance, with the blade fin, you're going to be using a full leg kick. And as you use that full leg kick, you generally get this type of attack in the water, where the water that you're propelling behind you is fanning out kind of like in a V sideways. And this area here is generally considered to be lost effort in that it's not propelling you forward. With split fins, they work quite differently. Instead of actually doing your whole leg kick, what you're doing is you're actually doing little ankle kicks. And by doing those little ankle kicks, not only are you not working nearly as much in the water, but you're also channeling the water so that instead of that big V, it's coming pretty much directly behind you. This split here is going like this in this motion, channeling that water for you. If we take a look at nature, you'll notice that many fish in the wild have splits in their tails, and they've evolved to be that much more efficient. So they've taken that same principle and put it into a fin. Another way to think about this is to think about boats. These are kind of like the equivalent of a paddle steamer. With a paddle steamer, it works, it pushes you forward, but it's not as efficient. These are a bit more like a propeller, where it creates that vortex behind you and then propels you forward. The Vortex V12s have been independently tested and have been shown to be 30% more effective than many other fins on the market for air efficiency. Because you're not having to work as hard, you're not going through as much air on your dive. Now there is some trade-off. For one, with blade fins, you can actually swim backwards if you know the right technique with a backwards frog kick. However, this is generally used in cave diving, wreck diving, maybe some photography, and can be a lot more difficult if there's any current in the water. For many recreational divers, this is going to suit their needs just fine, and they're probably going to have a more enjoyable dive. Split fins have also been found to be generally faster with a higher top speed. However, blade fins do help divers respond to things that much quicker. So it's kind of like having a faster acceleration or a faster top speed. Because of that lack of initial acceleration, these are generally better for duck diving than these, which are generally better for recreational scuba diving. Although these are particularly helpful for divers that have knee or leg problems, it's definitely not just limited to that group of divers. Because of that efficiency that you get out of these fins, you may find that your dives are lasting that much longer due to the effort you're not exerting. One reason for the V12's long-lasting success has been how it's been engineered. For instance, you can see they've even put an angle in at the fin, so that way when you do hit the water, any of the propulsion that you make behind you is actually within the slipstream that your body creates, making for a more effective kick. The Vortex V12 in particular stands out from its rivals in the marketplace because of the material it's made of. This is made of duroprene. You'll notice that the whole blade is just one single piece of material, so you don't even have to worry about anything separating from each other. Also, that duroprene has been proven to last longer, so these are essentially bulletproof. That's why we can offer a lifetime warranty on these fins. The Vortex V12 fin comes standard with a spring strap. Spring straps are considered superior to rubber straps. They don't wear with time, where the rubber straps will break and you'll need to replace. Also, the fitting is always right. You don't have to bother with tightening them. The other thing too is you have this handy finger ring here for donning and doffing the fins on your foot. That means that you don't have to worry about these buckles not going in or popping out or losing a piece of the buckle either. You can find Vortex V12s at Oceanic retailers and some Submerged Nation partner stores. Alternatively, you can find them on submergednation.com.